Nintendo is suing your mom. Oh. Not Eastlighting? Mario. Gaslighting Mario by Trust. May have trust issues here. Oh, I definitely have trust issues. You are safe, Mario. This is fine. Everything is fine. What's up, Jamie Boy and Howluta? I got an anonymized package of them. So I don't know what they are. I know a couple of them. Hey, Mario! Wahaha! It's a me, Wario, your brother. Luigi, is that some kind of pasta or something? Nah. But yeah, always random order. I never, ever, ever do non-random order, just the way I have to do. Wasn't ready for that. 50 months! Yo, we in game! Welcome to Dinosaur Land. In this land, kidnapping. At it. Kappa. Thank you. Thank you for the 50 months, Kappa. Damn. I'm already loving this. Wait. Are these platforms? No, they're just things. Wait. Oh, this isn't death. Okay, this is better than expected. Don't know what anyone made other than Daiso. Yeah, I know which one's Daiso is, because he posted it, and I could see it, the name. But honestly, it's one of those things where, typically with anything Daiso makes, within about 5 minutes you can figure out it's Daiso. Oh god. Wanted to make something that wasn't meant to be? Yeah. It happens. I mean, honestly, it's disappointing I don't get to play another Jamie level, but also, as a judge, 61 levels is enough. Or, well, 60-ish levels. There's 60 official ones and one DLC level, because there was a patch that didn't work. But they debugged it, and it now kind of works. And by they, I think I mean ampersand, possibly. Hey. So far, this is peak level design. Oh, hello. Oh, he's right out of reach. Oh, I despawned him. Alright, cool. Just gonna wait, walk my fish forward, and what is this? You may not like it, but this right here is what peak level design looks like. Huh. Alright, 14. And it went up! Nothing to see here? Is there nothing to see here? Was that the whole level? Oh, this is nice-ish. I like the fish background. Is this also the level? Yeah, it's here. May as well play it. It's kind of peaceful, really. But just mostly because of DKC music. Nuts. In other news, you're sick? Oh, that sucks, Jamie. But sorry to hear about that. Does seem to be the time of year for it. I remember one of my siblings was... my sister got sick while I was there on the East Coast, so we didn't get to spend much time together, which was disappointing. Well, one of them. I spent more time with the elder sister, but part of that was because, you know, nephew wanted to be around. Always happy to see little nephew. Even read a book about planets. And I saw Habalucha's message about how it worked, but yes, I have an anonymized package of a zip file of levels. And, fish! So, but also, they're not required to be anonymized. Like, if someone just said, I'm Tomato Johnson and I endorse this level, I mean, that'd be up to them. Not that I expect to see a level by Tomato Johnson, at least by that name. Okay. Ow. I almost made it to the end. Nothing improves one's health like fiddling around with a new PC. Fair. I mean, I always found it kind of relaxing. Except for that one part where you're actually, like, socketing the CPU in. I find that quite nerve-wracking. It was even brought up, I forget when, recently. Because I built a computer for my sister. Mom foot the bill for the CPU and everything. And of course, I went as cheaply as I could using Price Watch. Not Priceline. It was never endorsed by William Shatner. And cheaped out on everything that I could so that you could buy things cheaply. Because it was just like you'd buy like RAM through these weird little Yahoo stores back in the day. That was just how you did it. Or hard drives. But the problem was that when it came time to socket this beautiful AMD, like I think it was an AMD 20X Athlon. Oh, dang it. Like, it was not a cheap. Maybe it was 28. Maybe it was a 32. Might have been a 32. Those things were beefy. I brain farted and just literally socketed it like 90 degrees from where it should be. And bam, bunch of pins, wrecked, everything. The CPU is completely demolished. That was like a K down the drain, and man, did that suck. Maybe not quite a K, but still, it was not cheap. Oh, you can't jump on those in the water. Gonna conspire with everyone to be Tomato Johnson. It's like the I'm Spartacus of our time. I mean, Morsel did that once for OLDC. Submitted a level called An Ode to Tomato, which was an absolute shitpost. And really did fit some of Tomato's ethos, you know, being unpleasantly difficult. Dang it. What's up, Fries? They had a PC worth more than 1K. It was one of those, like, this was a tremendous step up for most of us, because most of us had gotten hand-me-downs over the years. I think when I finally built a computer, I went from using Windows 98 straight up to, like, 2003. Server 2003, because I liked Server 2003 quite a bit. Ah, no. But it was good times. Don't make computers that much. New laptop comes close. 1.5K laptops that are worse, but they're still less than 1K. Yeah, server was great. Remember having an argument with someone was like, no, you can't use that for clients. I'm like, yeah, you just copy over DLLs when you need them. Easy. Like, yeah, it doesn't support gamepads? Now it does. That was a good computer. I go from that to Windows 2000. I saw a couple computers in the meantime. That was the first time I had a computer that was actually, like, worth a damn. Most of them had been cast-offs that other people didn't want, including the school district. Quite literally, the school district was trying to get rid of a bunch of Pentium 2s. So I got one of those for cheap. No hard drive, no RAM. But hard to beat the deal of, like, 10 bucks to haul it away. Also came with a video card that did S-video out, so we could hook it up to the TV. I guess actually, yeah, we used that in the TV room. That wasn't really my computer. I used it for pirating a lot of stuff, though. And we used it to also internet connection share dial-up between several computers. That was fun. At least till we got the DSL router in. We still used it to connect that, but it was still, you know, a lot better than trying to share roughly 4 kilobytes per second between, you know, 3 or 4 consumers. Got a Ryzen. That sounds really nice. Water cooler. 2003 was for Windows people who really wanted to feel as annoying as Linux is. I can't argue with that. Never dare use a water cooler. Babby, you interacted with that with 9X. First PC was XP. Long live XP. 3.1. I never quite got into 3.1. I went like DOS to 95 and felt that was a good idea. Thank you for the follow. Unfortunately, Layer 3 does not allow you to see the fish. But there'll be other fish. Very soon. Where was I? Like, I played the level. I haven't even talked about the level. The level is what it is. I feel like this kind of level is either made by someone who knows exactly what they're doing and decided they wanted to make a shitpost, or knows exactly what they're doing and were, like, working on, like, an hour's worth of time, or someone who doesn't know a lot about what they're doing. Kind of like a weird... It's either an expert thing or a novice thing, but it's not... It's clearly not an intermediary thing. Like, if you told me Idle made this level, I'd believe it. If you told me Timmy, the person who registered on SMW Central 5 minutes before the contest ended, made it, I'd believe you. If you told me... I don't know. Who else? Where would I put... If you told me Gamma V made this, I wouldn't believe you. .386, used it, and then 46. Tried Windows 95. Yeah, no, I definitely had Windows 98 on a 486. It was actually like an overdrive thing, so it said it was a Pentium 90, but I don't think it actually was, and I'm not convinced a Pentium 90 ever existed. It's one of those, I'm not entirely sure what it is. I remember salvaging a bunch of RAM from my sister's computer when she left, because she didn't need any more. And unfortunately, it made the whole thing less stable, so I had to take it out. I went from like 16 gigs to 24, or 16 megs to 24 megs, and it was great. But, oh, I know it's not you, Fries. You're not Timmy. I mean, you might have made this level, I don't know. As a general rule, like, while anonymity is not required, I prefer to be surprised. Dang it. We all know Fries and Morsel. Not total more. No. So, like, quite literally, this is like Idle made this in an hour, or it's Timmy took the whole time to make it. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's either an expert shitpost or a total novice, but there's no sort of in-between place, if that makes sense. Like, this could be Morsel. Morsel could have done this. He knows the ins and outs of everything well enough. More than well enough, to be honest. I just want to see what's beyond this level, to be honest. There is an ending. Dang it! Spent a year. What a productive year it was. Bryce took as much time to make this level as it has taken me to complete Baldur's Gate 3 or 2. Which is to say, he hasn't yet. It's not complete. Does remind me, I've been thinking about it. Unfortunately, my work contracting stuff makes playing video games past 4 AM very difficult these days. Kind of hoping I can get away without procking the sleeping fish. He said as he procced the sleeping fish. Dang it. Yeah. A typical creator would make something more structured, yeah. Well, especially considering the first part, right? It was literally a fish fountain with a few weird setups, including kind of a patience section, which by all accounts probably should have been trickier, but I accidentally despawned the chucks. So then I was just dodging the fish fountain, stay in the middle, and then dodging the hammers, stay in the middle, and dodge the hammers. Like, it turns a difficult thing into a relatively easy thing if you know what you're doing. Still can't believe I almost got to the end of this. Like, this is a weird interaction, whatever's going on here. I'm not sure I've actually seen, like, the ah, crap, I fenced myself off again. It's all good, one stress. I mean, honestly, it's more of something I just want to complain about. Like, these people love their meetings so much. I had a 5 AM meeting on Thursday. A 5 AM meeting was scheduled on Friday and thankfully canceled. I had an 8 AM meeting on Monday. I had a 10 AM meeting that got moved to 6 AM and I didn't notice. So I didn't go. Because I was asleep. And I've already told them, like, if you want me to show up to a meeting, schedule it the day before. And I'll show up, but if you schedule it the morning of and I'm asleep, I can't attend a meeting when I was asleep when it was scheduled. That's just not going to work. So, and then tomorrow I have a 7:30 meeting, which used to be 7 AM. But it got moved a little bit for the convenience of one of the major players, which I am not. Unfortunately for this major player, since I talked to her yesterday, she had an emergency root canal. Called to ask about a specific thing about the project, and she was like, I just got back from the dentist, and I'm in severe pain. Can I call you back once the meds kick in? It's like, oh, sure. No hurry. So hopefully she recovers soon. But it sounds like it's a 2-step root canal, which I'd never heard of. There was some sort of abscess, so that wasn't good at all. Basically, all I've done this stream so far is talk about work and computers, and not actually done much in the way of judging. Like, I have to go back to that level and look at it again to actually write something. Dang it. Stand Up is properly named because it's a joke. I mean, the problem is people all had this idea that Agile was the future and was going to replace everything, but nobody actually knew what Agile was, and everyone called it dumb things like extreme programming. So they took the worst parts that didn't actually add any value and then made those the most important bits. And that's why we have to endure stand-ups. I'm always shocked with some of these meetings, because I'm like, I cannot believe, knowing that many of these people are on contract, how much money we were wasting. Back to this level? No, I believe the level I'm judging was the one before this, but this could be part of it. I don't know. Like, it's just kind of weird. I'm vaguely tempted to turn on Always Cape just because I'm getting kind of annoyed at this part. But, like, I got to the end. I just don't know if there is an actual end. It stopped scrolling. So it's possible, like, I need to enter into one of these myriad of pipes. Like, a million pipes here. So, like, but I'm not doing the moderator thing, so I'm not trying to enter. Oh, I'm not dead. Ah. Annoying culture, people coming in 15 minutes late, so you can cancel them if people aren't there past 5. Oof. I mean, honestly, in tech, I've always had my meetings kind of start 5 minutes late, because typically people show up and wander in, and people, like, bullshit for a bit, you know? How's the wife? Did you see the big game? How much do you also hate Java? That kind of thing. But the people I'm working for now, all about that punctuality. Like, they would send me notes being like, hey, could you join the meeting as I'm joining the meeting? And I'm like 2 minutes late, because I just figured usually meetings don't start until 5 minutes past. To be fair, though, they still don't start till 5 minutes past. They just want me there in my seat, so whatever. Once again, every time I spend some time being annoyed by this stuff, I just think hourly rate. And all of my anger dissipates. Because I'm reminded that despite how stupid this is, they're still paying me a non-trivial amount of money to not actually do anything. With regards to stupid meetings where I don't have to do anything. Other stuff, I have to do stuff, but I don't mind that part. Java's great. Can't wait to see. Oh, Java Brew is fine. Java the language, however. And JavaScript can just fuck right off. You'd thrive. I mean, it's a temporary contract. Honestly, at some point, once the NDA is up, I'll probably, or assuming that the NDA ever runs up, I'll probably talk about it, because it's not interesting. And the end result of this, I suspect, especially given we've pivoted 3 times now, is basically going to be a statement about nothing that no one will read. Being told in corporate ease how Agile was really to the benefit of the workers. If you're hourly, it is. If you're not, it isn't. Like, it's mostly just, like, people think the problem is that most people who are doing program management suck at it. Like, 90%. And I made a joke about this to my sister, who is a project manager. And she basically clapped back with the most insulting thing she could have possibly said, and I couldn't disagree with it. And her statement basically went along the lines of this. It's, Pat, your problem you have with program managers is most of them are terrible, but you're also a relatively proficient one already. And I was like, you take that back. And of course she didn't. So. Available to deal with problems all the time and constantly shift priorities, you know, for their own sake. Yeah. Like, it's one of those, just talk to the customer, ask what they want to do, and tell them, no, you can't do that. It takes more than the amount of energy in the universe. Sleepy? It could be pretty late, depending upon... Like I said, I've been getting up early for this nonsense. Thanks for the good luck. See you later, Fan. White cran and peach juice. That sounds nice. Wait, white? That sounds nice. I have some Red Bull. Had a craving for, like, some good apple cider, and I didn't get it. Because there wasn't any at the store. The store just kind of hates juice. Like, they have a million types of kombucha, but no juice. Like, I guess you can get, like, some of the packed juice. Like, fresh juice is where they suffer. They don't even have, like, fresh lemonade. Like, I want fresh lemonade on warm days. They have, like, no sugar added. I'm like, I don't want no sugar added lemonade. That's called lemon juice. If I wanted to squeeze my face in with tartness, I would just do that. But no. It's just not very useful. No! Don't fugu me! What? Oh, I got hit by the arm. Used to do some PM. Your favorite explanation on how to explain things with going wrong is they're building things right, but they aren't building the right things. Yeah, that's one of the biggest problems in pretty much all of engineering is knowing what the right thing to build is. Most things have already been built, and so it's not that hard to build them if you already kind of look at what's been done. Sometimes there are new and difficult challenges. Oftentimes there aren't in the line of business that we usually are in. The fewer of these I wake up, the better off I am. I'm gonna hang out on the bottom now. Oh, those are also spikes. I didn't even notice that part. Oh, my phone just went off. Please, nope. Sense is bad, just woke up, explain the explanation. No, it made sense. It made sense. I understood what you were going for, Fries. Okay. The issue I have with most program managers or project managers is they just end up adding extra work that nobody needs or wanted. It's like in the case of our stand-ups, I don't feel they've been terribly useful in organizing anything. They just take a lot of time at inopportune moments. Alright, I am sick of this part of the level. I don't think it actually has an ending. Take it with like one hit, see if we can do it. I guess also like Cape is cheating because I can just whip everything. Watch it be a random pipe? It probably is. I thought it was a side exit. I got all the way to the end once. And, like, this is the kind of thing I could go and beat if I really wanted to. It would just take more time and focus than I want to spend now. I've already spent 30 minutes on this entire, like, hack itself, of which I think the original level was about 4. So. Oh, whoops. Dang it. Alright, one more. Also just DK music in general. Like, see, oh, there is an orb at the end. I mistook that for something else. It was actually a fish, too, so I probably would have got by that. Alright, so what was that nonsense, and how does that plug into everything else? Second castle. Okay. Now... Okay, now I know it's not Timmy. I can't spin jump. This is not what I expected. I kind of expected there to just be a credits level after that nonsense. Is this it? Is this literally... Okay. Look, I think the first 2 levels, almost, I guess not exclusively, could have been done using some minor lunar magic knowledge. Once you have to start using Uber ASM, things get tricky. How you doing, Abe? I think messing up graphics is harder than setting up weird sprites. Thinking about tacos? It's a good thing to think about. I have not had tacos in a while, but I had chili today. Because I made chili. And I wanted chili, so... This would be so much easier if I could spin jump. What? I had a cadence going on, and then suddenly it just ended. I mean, I feel like in Lunar Magic you can just assign tiles like random things, right? Like map 16 it. Ah. Or you could just go into a hex editor and start, like, overwriting. How'd I do that? Doing graphic stuff takes some effort. I mean, I did once make a block. Or, I did once use a block. And it's true, I should make a level one day. I mean, I did make a hack once, but it wasn't very good. And mostly highlighted that I didn't know what I was doing. Graphics is annoying? Alright. But, like, I'm familiar with YYCHR, like... If I wanted to scramble graphics, I would have a fairly easy time compared to some people, I suspect. Okay... Oh, what? Huh. Oh, thanks, I hate it. Oh, those aren't solid. Why didn't you know about it? Because it was a shitpost in the C3 a few years ago. I made a hack for my little nephew at Christmas as part of our annual Christmas puzzle hunt tradition. Last time celebrated, unfortunately, about 2020. That's when I made it. I was pretty dang sick, probably with COVID. And I had never really used Lunar Magic before. But I figured out how to go for popcorn stew and a couple other things. Nope. More proficient at scrambling graphics or scrambling an egg? I mean, the honest truth is, I don't really like scrambled eggs. Like, if I'm gonna cook an egg, I kind of want to enjoy it. I find that scrambling it doesn't make it better. I'm pretty much an over-easy kind of guy. Straight up fried is fine, soft-boiled is okay, but spare me your scrambled eggs. It might be the case I've just never had, like, really good scrambled eggs. Like Gordon Ramsay scrambled eggs or whatever, but, like, I just find they're always disappointing. Okay. You know, this kind of feels like Mario 1 in a way, with, like, the random fireballs. Even though I know intellectually they're not. Dang it! Devil's good too. No T3? I don't remember. Tossed out scrambled eggs. Gordon's are very buttery, followed his recipe once. I mean, that sounds nice. Oh, how you doing, Space Clam? I did not. I missed your name. I got distracted by eggs. Still have a beef with medium eggs. Medium should not be a size of egg. It's terrible. No recipe calls for a medium egg. Anyway, the Christmas hack thing, I basically kind of use that as a send-up to show off how my moderation, how my various bits of tooling work. to show off moderation. The way the thread worked for C3 is I rejected my own hack and made a rejection thread for it. Because in all honesty, the hack would have been very rejectable. It was very much 105 edit stuff. But it served the purpose of the puzzle aspect that I wanted to set up. It's also technically incompletable as it is, because there's a bit where you have to do a puzzle that's outside of the ROM hack, and you guys don't have that puzzle. And the resolution to that puzzle required calling my sister, who was somewhere else for that Christmas, and asking her for a specific bit of advice, which would also be unavailable at this point in time. So, what's up, Friday? I had pointed out to a friend once, if Vanilla SMW were a hack sim in SMW Central, it would get a handful. It's true. It's true. Did my nephew play it? I mean, he didn't play this. He did play the hack. He wasn't a proficient gamer at the time, and so, like, I handed him a controller, and he had an immense amount of difficulty with one specific thing, which was holding the run button. Not to say he hadn't played games before, but he'd play them on his tablet. So, like, he knew how tablet gaming worked. He didn't really understand how console gaming worked. And so, quite literally, everybody and his mother started repeating to him, what's the key to success? Holding the run button. Over and over until he got it. So, yeah, he did complete it. I don't know if he was happy about it in the end, but he did complete it. And he got his pajamas or whatever the little thing was. Extremely easy Christmas. I mean, it would be pretty easy for, oh, hello. It would have been pretty easy for anyone who's proficient at Mario, and it was also just bad. What's up, Blue Ribbon? What's up, Ketsune? What's up, wait, you said hi to Havaluta before. Play on tablets, don't get controllers very much. It's true. What's up, Flipspad? What's up, Shovda? Thank you for the raid. Hope you were having a good stream. Did you start on the QLDC, or were you still doing the, there's a Kaizo thing you were doing first? Let me do this before I forget. And become Daisy. Let's become Daisy. But yeah, this is still the first BPS. Kind of surprised at how long this has gone on. It's had more than one level. And the first level was very silly. This is not. This is tricky. Still in Atelier Umar, 2 more rooms and a final level left. Oh, nice. Gotta go finish homework, not watch. Fair enough, I get that. I've definitely done the raid and run when I shouldn't be seeing what I'm seeing. Good luck with homework. Hope that don't take too long. I've definitely had the feeling of homework has delayed starting on this week. Which I not terribly. I wanted to do this yesterday, but I was just too dang tired. Early morning meetings will be the death of me. Said the man who has a 7:30 meeting. That's... Do the levels past... You know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I suspect I'm the first judge to have run into this particular thing. And I know Ampersand messed around with the rules, so I'm not entirely sure because I haven't read the rules yet. For the time being, I'm going to say I'm going to take the entire experience into account. But I don't know yet. And thanks for the follow. Unfortunately, the fish didn't spawn. But there will be fish later, I assure you. Guess I should explain for some people who may not have seen this before, but I am playing on a Super Nintendo. Playing these on an SD to SNES. And I have this SD to SNES hooked up to my laptop via the USB connection on top. And so there's some nonsense going on here that is not part of QLDC. Namely, the message box thanking people for the follow and the raid and all that jazz, as well as the character changing stuff. I started this hack as Mario, became a Yoshi, became, I want to say Rosalina for a bit, and now I'm Daisy. It's a channel point rewards thing. There we go. Yep. I knew it! I knew there was another shooter. Wait. Oh. Fish. Just read, looks like it says not limited to one exit. It's not clear what it means. One level in spirit, but not strictly so. I might float this and ask in the judging Discord. But I think in the spirit of this QLDC, it's probably fine. So I'm not going to worry too much about it, at least for now. And just continue forward. Still wonder who made this. Definitely come to the conclusion it's someone who's actually good at hacking. Well, experience is probably the right word here, not good. Nuts. Here's this puzzle was made by someone Toad. Won't hypothesize too much, but it's worth asking. It's worth asking. I have zero problems with people asking questions about the judging process because it is a little bit opaque at times. QLDC is one of the simpler ones to explain, thankfully. Like, QLDC is definitely like the Cadillac experience of judging. Whereas, like, VLDC is the complete and polar opposite. No, or maybe OLDC. But, like, you get to play weird things that people made. It'll make you laugh a fair bit more. And I don't have to I don't have to go and put anyone down to a specific score, right? Like, QLDC quite literally is mostly, did I enjoy this? And how did I enjoy this? What did I think about it? It's very much, I'm writing an essay rather than I need to assign specific points to specific things. Like, there's no aesthetic score, thank goodness. Because the aesthetics don't matter. It's QLDC. Or, oh, I mean, to be fair, same for OLDC. LDC, the aesthetics don't really matter. There's only so much you can do. Aside from make things really irritating. Put someone down to a number. I understand that is definitely a bit of a garden path statement, but yeah, the way it works, really, is once I'm done with the level, I will go and enter some data into... Well, the way most judges are going to do it is they're going to enter data into a Google form. But I don't really care for that for a few different reasons, and so what I'm doing for the time being is editing a text file with the relevant metadata. So at the end, I'll put in the name of the level. In this case, the name of the hack on the title screen, because name of the level isn't exactly the thing here. Some commentary, as well as some metadata about just some important little bits. What's up, Daiso? Beta version's locked dead. I do know about that. I have played the Caveman hack. I need to play it again and actually get, like, all of the secrets. Because I only played the pre-release version. It was on my list of possible things to do if I run out of good ideas to stream things. But then I got a hold of CLDC from 2020 and then decided that was the thing for that. For a while. I did have some fun watching GlitchCat play your level in, or the castle level, the big spinner castle level in Beans, Beans, whatever the full name, whatever the hack's supposed to be called, or 6 times. Yeah, I did play it. I wanted to like it. I liked parts of it. There was definitely a bit where I was like, I don't like this anymore. But it happens. I was also just confused. I really should have figured out that you could hurt Bowser by hitting him with fireballs. One of the things I can say that standard moderation has trained me poorly on is that I frequently think fireballs will be literally useless in Mario. Like, every time I run into a custom boss that actually allows you to hit things with fireballs, I'm gobsmacked. Dang it! As to the boss, yeah, I did like the course. I felt that the first half with the puzzles was a lot of fun. I like puzzles. I think the jump height stuff was implemented well. Like, there were cool ideas. And then I liked the setup area. If that had been the end of the level, I think I probably would have felt pretty good about it. But then the boss, no. It's one of my moderation pet peeves is, like, have a long section you have to do right before a boss that's not like a Wendy fight. Like, I need to be able to understand the fight in a death or two to be able to enjoy that. And if it's a funky custom boss that I have to spend an extra 2 minutes every single time I die without understanding exactly why I died or what mechanics led me there, it's kind of unideal. Some people love that kind of thing. I think Eldad does. But it's definitely one of the reasons I dropped Marissa World Moderation way back when, was because I didn't really want to deal with that. But, what is 2/1? Or pretty much, so there's a file I have called meta.json that has some basic information about all of the hacks in this directory that I'm reading from. So it knows things like, for other contests, it knows things like what number the entry is, who the authors are, how many exits there are. And so that's how many exits there are. I just assume 1, which, as we all know, is incorrect. At least now we know it's incorrect. Two things to really understand. Retry did not work at all when you were implementing the boss. You had to make it that way it was. Also, the boss is made in 3 days. Oof. Do a boss in 3 days, but not in 2020. Could have been good if you made it now. I bet. Checkpoints would make it more useful. This might be the only level I complete tonight, if I'm lucky. I think, unlike the prior level, I actually like this, oddly enough. The other level had a lot of hidden information and auto-scrolling, and I almost did it once. Here, like, I get what it's going for, and while it's not completely consistent, I'm still having a good time, oddly enough. Okay. Okay. Do the bit with the saw. No! Boss was so shit, Raukau swore off bosses and contests forever? Wow. That's kind of impressive. It's true, it is nice of them to do certain things. You miss going? Oh, that's a shame, Fries. That's a shame. You just don't see it around these days. Ugh. This is literally just a game of patience. Okay. Anyway, moving back like 8 topics. If someone does want a link to the hack I made for my nephew, just remind me on Discord and I'll post it somewhere. Sup, Brave Toaster. Thanks for the good luck. Ow. Boop. Made a shit list for worst bosses, that would be it. I mean, it's an impressive boss in many ways. It's just very hard to read. And incredibly easy to die to. But I'm certain... I guess it wouldn't surprise me if it actually showed up again at some point in time. Somehow. One of those revenge of kinds of things. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oop. Oh, what else? Man. I got distracted by a number of things, including bitching about meetings. Have an interesting Friday, at least. No D&D, but, person I was acquainted with was participating in a rock show, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know anything about your band's music, but you know what? I'll go just to support the kind of thing. First few 2 bands, I was like, man, I have made a poor choice here. Like, my sister would have liked this, but I'm not an emo kind of guy. But then his group came on. It was actually pretty good. The group after them was also really good. Just the first 2 were kind of not to my taste. But, you know, consider it was 20 bucks. Cannot complain. Oh! Okay. Ultima Hawkmouth. The OO Bowser summoned. 2 Luigis. That's kind of impressive, actually. You have 2 different Luigi fights. Most people have no Luigis. Here it's which Luigi? Yeah, that was good. And then afterwards, I learned that a place that I knew one of the bartenders at was closing forever. So I had to go over there and see the end of it through. It was good. A large number of people showed up and kind of looted the place. With permission, to be fair, but the place was definitely a bit stripped. I really wanted the mini fridge. Was told maybe. Luigi. Didn't actually get it, but I now have a really nice Red Bull print of some snowboarding stuff, which is humongous. Wasn't what I was expecting. I'm like, yeah, this is nicer than nothing. I'll take it. So, that was all good. Then I hung out with Snyder on Saturday. We finished Rem, which is good, because I need to do some writing about Rem in the near future, in a way. Still a little bit miffed how the last, like the... Oh, they don't usually do that. How the ending of Rem turned out. Because, so basically, the original version cut off right where you get to the train. But the enhanced version, there's a thing you can do, which is you need to get parts of a medallion that'll open things up in Rem 5, if and when that ever comes out. And so we figured out 2 of the important things, the hexagons and the irritating sound puzzle. Me and Snyder figured out what to do with those pretty quick. Ran into a data purity problem, which is not uncommon with these sorts of things. But after that, there was another puzzle that we didn't solve the right way, but spent a lot of time coming up with various theories as to how it could be solved, including what felt reasonable. One of those turned out to be correct, but not for the right reasons, which was surprising. And then there was a big-ass red herring with this TV that showed you different places in Rem, and I thought we needed to go there and find something. But we had found pretty much everything there was. We'd kind of exhausted the world, as it were. And so I assume that that will be relevant in Rem some other number, but I don't know. There was also a trapdoor we couldn't open and any control on the door that we couldn't do anything with, which led to our further confusion. So, and looking up walkthroughs, apparently those things just don't matter. Like, we're definitely fine with looking at a walkthrough after we beat the game, and, like, quite literally no one mentioned those things. Also, there was an umbrella and a spoon you could mess with that did nothing. It was literally just like, here's the thing to fiddle with. Umbrella and spoon, go for it. That's it. Got a couple Luigi's, got a Mario, multiple Bowsers, a Toad boss. Our boss is made of Mario, exits, goal, hawk, mouth thrice, roulette, key twice, and a flower ring. Interesting. Got a pattern going. I'm trying to remember what the boss was. Was that a Bowser in Caveman? I think it was a Bowser. It's been long enough that I only remember the part that was really funny. I don't want to spoil it for anybody who ends up playing that hack. Ow. Was it Bouser? Okay, well, that's fine, too. It's more important not to spoil the actual really funny bit. Custom sprites don't want to make the graphics. Just make a cube. Just make it a white square. Call it a day. Dang it. I feel like the pattern with this level, or this hack, this entry, is that I almost get to the end several times, and then I just flub it at the last second. And then I have to spend a lot longer getting back. Like, this isn't Kaizo, this is just highly reactive. Like, this part, I feel like you could take the fastest, but I also find to be the scariest because things like that. The cutscene before... Yes, that. That's what I'm talking about. Wasn't gonna say it. Thing is, you could always try to just outsource graphics. Worst comes to worst. I'm certain several people do. Very few people in this world, like, do all of the things. Like, I always have a lot of respect for any dev, like, indie dev, who's like, nuts to this, I'm gonna make all my own music, all my own graphics, and my own game engine. Like, lots of respect. May not be the best idea for shipping your game anytime soon. But, you know, loads of respect for the polymath. The Renaissance man. Alright, here we go. Don't get thwimped. There better be... Thank you, Mario, but our princess is in another castle. Spin jump? What's that? You've never been able to do that. Yeah, Luigi doesn't spin jump, he does something else. This is a really weirdly red toad. Not really sure what to make of that. Jamie's giving you forgive me for the cutscene. Which manifold. Make sprites from scratch. Yeah, fair. What's up, Cam Ewing? How you doing? A game dev should never make their own engine unless they absolutely really must. Yes, if you want to make a game, make a game. If you want to make a game engine, make a game engine. That's more or less the good advice. What's up, the Tays, and thank you for the GGs. Don't talk Hong Kong. Hong Kong 97 is special. Let's not say we didn't. This isn't... Is this what we're doing? Yeah, we're doing Inverted World, okay. Oh, a Blarg. Oh, I can spin jump again. I had a bit of learned helplessness there for a moment. Yeah, this has been 4 levels so far, which has been a bit of a surprise. I'm not sure a bad one. Right, but a surprise. Like, it's not against the rules in this QLDC, I don't think. Yeah, no, that level had spin jumping disabled, and that's why I didn't think about spin jumping through this obstacle. I am certain whoever made this level is legitimately excellent at what they do now. Like, this is a person who knows things. Whoops. Mini hack contest? I mean, to be fair, that was within the rules. You know, people could get together and kind of mini hack jam if they wanted to. I just... Based upon my communications with Ampersand and the other judges, we were led to believe it hadn't happened. So, again, I have no idea how far along the other judges are because I don't watch them. That defeats the purpose of judging if you watch someone else play the level first. I will also point out that because of how anonymity works in this contest this time around, i.e. it's not being required, I do actually know some of the contests. It's a Blarg. Some of the players beforehand. Oh, look, floating munchers. Stacked floating munchers. Everyone's favorite thing. Okay, don't touch that wall. Oh, right, those are sprite only. Oh, I'm late. Okay, I see what to do now. Didn't know till the final day that allowed multiple levels. Huh. Well, they quit and never submitted, obviously. According to Ampersand, they disqualified all team entries because the cat told them to. That's fair. Sometimes you gotta listen to cats. All the exits are allowable and unclear. Like I said, I might put this in front of the judges and just mention this in the Discord. Because I think I'm one of the few people who just does random 100% of the time, judging-wise. Like, I respect people who go through linearly. It's just not how I feel about doing things. Say this is not hack gem, you shouldn't aim to make mini hack. Even so, this isn't... Ultimately, if this had been 5 rooms in a single level, this would still be fine, right? Conceptually, I don't think this breaks the rules, but, like, I'm happy... Like I said, I'll probably message the other judges tomorrow morning or something. The judge Discord about this. And convene, or whatever we do. Also, Daiso, I totally know you submitted because I saw the thing on Blue Sky because I made one of those the other day. Just to see the SMW peeps. Which has been interesting. Huh? No, we jumped weird. What entries have we done? Most of this one. How you doing, Max? It turns out what I thought was sort of a weird shitpost has turned out to be not quite as shitposty as expected. And legitimately levelly. Just many of them. A couple vidgets. Yeah, I did. It happens. So. I mean, also, let's be honest. I suspect that within the first minute or two of playing the level, I might have had suspicions. Because Daiso levels tend to be, unless you are explicitly trying to avoid showing your normal stripes, tend to be identifiable. I don't mean that in a bad way either. It's kind of a calling card. Beatable in a single sitting? I mean, so far. I did cheat at the fish thing because I thought that wasn't a legitimate level, but I also don't feel bad about that one. I think the fish level has so far been my least favorite of these. You try to hide your stripes, people know anyway. There. Okay. Yeah, this, I gotta say, I'm gonna be very curious to see who cooked this up. Okay, just fall down and plink. It's opposite day. A lot of creators are really observant if are identified. You know, I used to think that. Then I did a few blind judging things, and I think that my confidence in that was way overstated. Okay, so lava still hurts you. Find your pseudonym really funny? I look forward to seeing it. Soup. I mean, I will say that when I played the QLDC... Did I know it was underway beforehand? I might have known that. It's tricky sometimes. Have the judges been given a list of entries that may have a console compatibilities? Yes. I have a small... Like, as more judges find issues... Ampersand has a text file that's being updated periodically, and in fact, what I did after rolling opposite day is red okay? Red's okay. After rolling the number, I checked to make sure that this was legit and fine. You fixed entry 8, but don't know if there's others. Oh, interesting. I don't know about that, but if you did, I appreciate that. No one else went what you did because you got a really good bit that only find funny. No one else. Alright, let's see what the Red Toad has to say. What do you mean? Why did Munchers not hurt you? Cement has always been the danger. Are you okay, Mario? You're being weird. Are you ready to fight Bouser and save the Potato Kingdom? I played Commander Keen 3, or 3.5. I know how this works. That is not what I expected. Okay. What do people have against power-ups? 4 custom bosses? I mean, so far. Oh. Right, cement hurts me. Power-ups? Not in this economy? No, indeed not. That's a Koopa in a Bowser suit? That's no guy! He's a chicken, boo! Okay, he loses collision after that. Good to know. More harder means more funnier. It's true. How you doing, Fistbit? Kaiser's very essence is questionable. That's why you don't get power-ups. Look, we all know it's going to be Dr. Wily anyway. It's always Dr. Wily. I'll love your level. I'm looking forward to it, Fistbit. I know how much you love SMW, so it's obvious that you made a level and it will be fantastic. Trying to be king. Steps to being king. 1. Skin Bowser. 2. Wear the skin. 3. Question marks. 4. Monarchy. Man, I kind of wish the background wasn't red. Speaking of power-ups, still have a craving to make true Mario custom power-ups, Vania. That'd be fun. State number of custom bosses. You talk with the evil guy who makes the SMW Custom Boss Rush series on YouTube. I have definitely communicated with Evil Guy before. I still need to play his amended VLDC level, since he made a director's cut of it. Also, in my playlist of VLDC levels, I played Mark a bunch of numbers amended level 2, and I think I was much happier for it. That was the one that got... Oh, hey! It's a Wiglorb. Fascinating. Maybe it was OLDC. I'd have to check. Oh, wait, did you say Evil Guy? Maybe it was some... No, sorry, not Evil Guy. Some guy. I got my guys confused. I think I got my guys confused. Let me check. Yeah, some guy and Evil Guy. Got it mixed up. That happens. Look, there's so many people in this community with names that I can mix up. Anyway, thank you for the GG. Let's see what we have here. The inner thoughts. Well, I did it, I guess. Luigi, you need more confidence. But it doesn't feel... right. Nothing makes sense anymore. I hate horizontally scrolling credits. Bowser? No spin jump? Dangerous cement? What could it mean? What's up, Matt? Potato Kingdom? Potato Kingdom. Peach was, right there, wasn't she? Feels like a very Mega Man-esque background. I like it. No! She wasn't! This is all a lie! If this ends in a cake, I'm going to be severely disappointed. None of it is real! HH... Oh, well, we're gonna get later moment. I bet this lava isn't even real! Do I have a choice? I don't think I have a choice. So Luigi jumps into the lava! And, oh, more scrolling. Wow, sire, that was evil, even for you. I have no idea what you're talking about. Credits! Alright, well that was an experience. RHR base ROM. Okay, that, I think, nixes a few people off my list. But that's fascinating. ASM by Janklord, Kevin, Louie, Noisu, Squidman, Telink, Tio, and graphics by Imani, Gamma V, Gooby Dooby, Mario Fangamer, a bunch of things I can't read that fast. Orange Toad, music by Captain 3, Dispork, Gamma 5, Buzz by Leo, Blind Devil, Iced Guy, Kevin Roy, Sonicu, Aclaro, Extra Tools, Mike Guy, and YY Creator. Is that YYCHR or is that a different thing? Huh. Teach you to throw me in a pit. So was it Yoshi all along? Is that really what happened here? Ah, YY made YYCHR. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Oh. Well, that was a friggin' trip. Let's take a few steps back and go somewhere where there's good music and it's not going to murder me. Why? Why not? The brother's house. We'll just hang out with Waluigi here for a moment. Wario. That is not a good reason. AMH's SMB3 has custom power-ups hack. Enjoy testing it. Everyone should get their peepers. Oh yeah, I'd be interested in that. Yes, that is Wario. If I read the box, it tells you he's Wario. He even goes Wario. Yeah, wahaha. See? He's Wario. Luigi, is that some kind of pasta or something? I guess they actually started the lore, like, way early, and I just was like, oh, this is just be a shitpost thing. Because the first level, okay, like, just for the people who came in a lot later, let's just look at the first level, okay? This is why I didn't think this would be much of a thing at all. Like, you have this nonsense. Fish fountain. Kind of random sprites. Like, this is not usually indicative of high quality. And it quickly exceeded my expectations in so many dimensions. And the next level, too, also kind of was in a very, like, not high-effort shitposty way. It's creative, but mostly just annoying. But then they kind of pulled out the stops with the later levels. So I'm just curious about this one. This one just, I'd love to know who made this. You know, once I'm done judging. Don't tell me. Also, I just kind of felt like playing this level one more time. Because, again, it's not much level. I wonder. Scroll's disabled because it's RHR, yeah. Anyway. Those clouds are good. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be. Look like Chaos Emeralds? Maybe a Jester head? I don't know. You made this? Of course. Of course. Alright, well. Yeah, that was a trip, like I said. Well, enjoy your Wario time while I write some things down. Like what number this is.